Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good day, whatever time it is wherever you are. Welcome to it. This is Chess and Wine, and I am Eddie Bila. And I've got an interesting show for you again. I'm going to keep it short, I promise you. Because, whoa, the previous one was very long. I didn't like how long it was, and I'm sure some people were also not happy with it. You see, I'm also extending this one for no reason. But yes, scheduled today is our updates on the event that was taking place today, which was the Chakuma Chess event, which took place in Limpopo, the Limpopo province. And also I've got some updates on the new developments on the Chess South Africa politics, where the issue of provinces getting suspended from Chess South Africa. That's got an interesting one. So at least we've got some reactions from some presidents that we will be looking at. We expect that obviously other provinces react as well or respond, because obviously you get poked. Somebody makes a move on your turf, obviously you need to respond, and we expect that something comes out of them. And it's a very interesting response from this one president that we're going to go into very soon. So before we go any further, let me quickly give you an update on what happened on the Chakuma Chess event. The Chakuma had only a B section and an A section taking place according to the results posted on chessresults.com. So the B section was won by a Barry Letsibe, a non-rated player, no rating nationally, no rating internationally, and his performance rating was 1236, which was obviously not a very strong field, but still a good tournament. He lost his first round match against Modupi, who is a 1300 rated player, almost 1392. And he won against the following four players, which were the four rounds that he won, leading him to victory, of course. Second game was against Molele Nkowana, which he won. Nkowana is also non-rated. Third game was won against Maubane Kamo, who is a 1100 rated player. Fourth game was won against Sedibeng Kamugelo, which is a 1100 rated player as well. And then the fifth game, which was his fourth victory, was against Radzida Tondani. And then again he went on to lose round 6 against Ratsilumela Gudani, but still managed to come out victorious. Congrats, because you were victorious. Great. And on to the open section, the interesting section, the section that we all like. It was a very strong field. We see that there are some 1700 rated players, 18 and 1900 rated players. And this one was won astonishingly, like in a very beautiful way. Victorious fortune, like a champ. Was the guy that won this one? I think that we've always known him as the best player out of Limpopo. I might be wrong, but as far as I remember, Matoma Mayelula, Mr. Guntrigger, online username Guntrigger, he took this one with a perfect score of 6 out of 6. Man. Yeah, that was interesting. At second place was Selepe Loazi, and at third place was Motivi Loman. So at first place, Matobane Mayelula, he won the first game against Lutendo, who is 1400 rated. You would think that he had some easy games, because first and second games were against 1400s. So he won against the two 1400s, which is Lutendo and Khumutso Mabute. And on the third game, he played against a 1600 rated player, which is Tabang Mangha. And then the fourth one was against Mauba Mutupei, who is a 1900 rated player. I'm sure that was an interesting game to watch for those that have seen this event live. And the fifth game, he won against Mula Tumelo, who is a 1500 rated player. And the last one was against a 1760 rated player, Makushini Moses. Some interesting games, I believe. So it must have been a very interesting rapid rated 13-13 event. Congratulations to him, Mayelula Matsobane, Mr. Guntrigger. Well then, on that victory. And number 2, which was Lomant, right? Did I say? Alright, so it was Mutivi Lomant who was at number 3 after beating. Actually, he drew against Solomon, won against Betwell, drew against Mteto Jeffrey, representing Mpumalanga out there in the fields. We see you. And at number 4, the fourth game was won against Moklacho, fifth game against Lutendo, and the last one was won against Mahomula Tebugo. Now, saying the name brings me back into the politics topic, so we're just gonna swiftly move on to the politics of chess and speak on what has taken place today. Yesterday we spoke about the two letters. Actually, even read the letters that were directed to Chess KwaZulu-Natal and Chess Western Cape from the president of Chess South Africa, Doit Hendrik. Yes. And apparently, as it said, so, as it turns out, not only those two provinces were suspended, but as it turns out, no, it can't be all 9 provinces. But yes, the following letter reads, and it states that. So that's why actually it brings me to that. Because we haven't seen the other letters from the other provinces, right? But obviously we'll come back to that. Let's see. And remember the first letter was directed to Andre Luwaks from the president of Western Cape Chess. Yes, and it read, we read it actually, so I'm not going to go back to it, but I'm going to read what he posted today, speaking to this matter. So he says, Western Cape Chess is going strong. We will not tolerate mad so-called leaders. It will be business as usual in Western Cape Chess. 4 nights don't rule us, and we will not give in to chess capture and possible corruption in Chess South Africa. Right? And then the next thing he says, 100% rural boy. We rural boys. See you. Okay. And then he says, this is the letter that is directed to regional executives and Western Cape Chess schools. So obviously giving them reassurance that the province is still going strong and they're still going to continue working. So don't be disturbed or perturbed by what's happening with the letter from Dudoit says. So he says that this is dear colleagues regarding the suspension of Western Cape Chess Association. You might have seen the news on social media that Western Cape Chess has been suspended from Chess South Africa. We hereby confirm that all provinces in South Africa have been suspended by the incorrect Chess South Africa exbo. Western Cape Chess Association exbo is currently dealing with the situation and we will report back to you early January 2023. We ask all our members to remain calm. Western Cape Chess has a very busy calendar for 2023 and we will continue with business as usual. That's very interesting. That's actually very good. As Western Cape Chess Association, we thank you for your dedication and support, or for your dedicated support and commitment in building a strong, united Western Cape Chess and Chess South Africa structure. For now, let us not be distracted and continue to celebrate all our successes of 2022 and enter 2023 with renewed vigor to do even better. Remember that unity is itself a power that cannot be underestimated. Western Cape Chess prides itself with a very united structure, and with unity, we will always win. Keep safe and have a blessed festive season. So here's the thing. Very interesting things came in here. All provinces have been suspended. But then again, it just kind of brings you back to the history of the division that took place in Chess South Africa. And I did promise that I was going to bring some details on that. So what happened is, during that election, I think it was in 2018, many of the provinces that were voted Hendrik de Doit out and voted Joma Homula in. And then obviously he came back with the technicalities and challenged the decision in court and obviously declared all the other provinces that voted him out. Because, I mean, it was the AGM re-election time. And he obviously had to declare them, and what's the word? Not in good standing. So obviously they were declared to be not in good standing constitutionally for quite various reasons. And obviously their votes were null, void. They didn't count as per that consideration. But then now, again, we're moving on to the next AGM soon, right? Which was the reason why the courts reinstated him. They reinstated him so that he could come and obviously organize, run re-elections. Not that he should take over for the full term, but he should come back and show that everybody is in good standing and obviously organize the AGM, and South Africa, Chess South Africa, obviously the provinces could come, sit and have a vote and select and elect their leader, the next executive board, to take over from the previous one, obviously lead South Africa to new light, to the brighter future. But then what happened was these very same provinces did not vote for him back then, and he knows that if they're coming in again now to vote on the 5th of January, they might vote him out again. So what strategy does he use? I don't know, it's even probably just a funny tactic. He suspends all of them. But I doubt if he suspended Gauteng as well, because that's his province. And it's, I think in that year, it was one of the only provinces that voted for him. And he's sure they're going to vote for him again now. So maybe he suspended all the other provinces and he wants them to reapply for their status to be reinstated. And he will reject the ones that he doesn't like, that he knows don't like him. I'm just making disclaimer again. Hey, this is not official talk. You don't see the wine on the table, but it's probably in my body, and I'm speaking out of it. I'm not making official statements here. That's what I'm thinking. So now, obviously, in preparation to ensure that he comes back again as president for the next 4 years, he does this, suspends all the provinces, they reapply for their status, and those that will promise, obviously, will pledge allegiance to you, our king, will be reinstated. And for those that keep remaining outspoken and saying, you are not our true leader, you cannot take over, you cannot take control of chess, you're not an article, we did not vote you in, the courts voted you, so go rule the courts, and so forth. I don't know. So maybe that's how he's dealing it. But again, the reason why would anybody want to hold on to power so much? Because we know power is very stressful. It's very, leading people that don't like you. What's the point to it? Leading people that don't want you. What's the point to it? But we know, again, about the other interests, which is why Andrew Luwak says here in this statement, 4 knights don't rule us. And why is he talking 4 knights when the letter was coming from the president of Chess South Africa? Because the president of Chess South Africa is also the president of the 4 knights. And the 4 knights have been sold the rights to run the South African Junior Chess Championships, which is money. What do they call this thing? Is it a gold train? Is it a milk? Whatever. Yes, it's ding ding ding. People think of SHACC, they think competition, they think opportunities for their kids, they think a chance for themselves, if they're the kids, the players, to represent the country internationally. They think brighter future, but other people think SHACC and they think millions of money to be made. Millions of rands, basically. So you see, so now that's the reason why anybody would want to fight for it. Because if he's the leader of the Chess South Africa and is the leader of the 4 knights, then some serious lucrative deals could take place. President this side could speak to president this side with one voice, even in the mirror, and make a very good decision that says, you know what, president of the 4 knights or CEO, you could take over for the rest of the term and run the SHACC, and don't give us the 10 or 20% that you promised to give back to the Chess South Africa. Because they're supposed to pay some fees for running those events. But we don't know. Again, I think there's another thing that came out some time back, that no one has ever seen the books, the financial books for Chess South Africa for a while, and nobody knows how much has been paid back to the 4 knights so far. So maybe Chess South Africa has completed payments of all. Audited statements, bank statements from the 4 knights and for the Chess South Africa needs to be seen, and decisions made by the council. The council, which is the provinces which have now been suspended. But it's a very tricky situation, and we'll talk more about it some other time. But yes, current update, Western Cape Chess has responded. And they're saying, we will not be shaken by you. We've got our own plans and we've been functioning without you. What have you done for us in the past year, Mr. Suspender? Nothing, maybe. I don't know. But maybe the other provinces would have something different to say. Maybe some things have been done for them. We don't know. We'll see. Let's keep getting updated. Stay tuned. Something happens. I'll even speak to some presidents myself tomorrow. Some of them can contact me and then we get some details and we get this matter out. It needs to be brought out, discussed. People need to know what's happening, because a whole lot of people have been stressing about the nature of chess in South Africa, the nature of the executive. A whole lot of events are not taking place and a whole lot of provinces are not functional because the national structure is dysfunctional. He says here, it's an incorrect exbo that is issuing out suspensions. It doesn't even correlate. They don't make a quorum. There's only a few people. So far, we only know of 2, maybe 3. How many are they supposed to be to make such big decisions? But they don't make that number. They are not all there. They are not all there. I mean, they, like wherever it is that they are. So we don't know. We'll wait. We'll see. We'll keep talking about it. We'll discuss it together. Comments on the YouTube channel so that we have other things to look into. Remember to share it. Other people need to see what's happening. Subscribe to the channel for quick updates. Like the moment I upload at night, you get the message, or you get it in the morning, whenever. Comment, like, share, whatever. Let's spread the word. Let's keep the discussion going. We'll speak more about other things that are happening in this in chess in South Africa generally, because I mean we know in January there are some exciting chess events taking place. On the 4th we've got the Diamond event taking place in Kimberley. Same day again we've got the Masters Challenge that is taking place in Cape Town, and then on the 5th, which is the next day, it's the AGM that is scheduled. You see how exciting these things look? Like imagine me giving you feedback on what took place on the AGM. See, I'm going past my time. I wanted to keep it at 15 minutes, but I'm going to stop here. Good evening, and thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing. Love.